That's Fabian. Turn Me Loose. That song was #9 on the charts for a long, long time, and the man is sitting right across from me in the studio. Welcome to KHITS.
I'll tell you, good morning. It's nice to be here. People my age are up this hour, and they sit around thinking, what happened?
You look terrific, man.
Oh, bless you.
Really, I didn't know what to expect. What's he going to look like when he walks in?
Oh,
man, it's amazing.
My x-rays are bad, though, I'll tell you.
I'm looking at Fabian, and I can't believe it, in the studio with us. You got 13 on your baseball cap. What's that mean?
Well, it's my lucky number. My mother passed away March 13th, 25 years ago, and she's been my guardian angel ever since.
That's amazing.
Well, she was that way before, too. Yeah.
You say she saved your life.
Horrendous accident doing a casino up in Palm Desert. My daughter was in the car, my manager. These kids cut us off. We rolled 4 times. It was the worst thing that's physically ever happened to all of us. My manager almost died. We were beat up terribly, but my mother got us through.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah, yeah.
Happier Times. You were on the, of course, American Bandstand show, one of the originals.
Yeah.
With Frankie Avalon, Bobby Rydell.
Jimmy Darren, Chevy Checker.
That was live television. You screwed up live.
Live, and it was nerve-wracking because, I didn't know what the heck I was doing when I first started out. And Dick was a big help, and the exposure was incredible. It was very claustrophobic in that studio.
Oh, was it?
Very
tiny
small,
place? Yeah.
very tiny.
See, watching it looked huge.
Yeah, well, they had mirrors all around, made it look a lot bigger, and Dick was very gracious, and I couldn't get on that show without me being interviewed by him first.
Oh, I see.
And my first 2 records were pretty bad. But he put me on because he met me and interviewed me and talked to me, and for some reason he liked me. Thank God.
Yeah.
And he put me on with those horrible records. And then I'm a Man came on, and he was thrilled that it was a good record because Mort Schumann and Doc Thomas wrote it. And it was him. And then, the Saturday night show was like, it's Broadway. I mean, it's, it was, and he put me on that show, and many times, not, many, many times.
He helped a lot of people, man.
He helped all of us. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for Dick and, a lot of other people, but he was an innovator. Bob Horn had the original show, and he had a problem with the law.
Dick Clark took over.
Dick Clark was, upstate New York. He was a radio guy and good-looking guy, young and energetic, and took over.
Yeah, it's great. I used to work for him in Southern California.
We were talking about that.
Yeah. Now, you went on to movies, and wow, what a movie career you had.
Well,
my favorite, The Longest Day, you were fabulous in that.
Thank you.
That was
Thank
great.
you. I was in with 100,000 other people.
Yeah, but you had a big part.
Yeah, I was lucky. And, I worked with the greats, John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart. I did 2 with Jimmy Stewart. That was the highlight of my life, working with that gentleman. And Bing Crosby, and, talented people like Tuesday Weld and Jane Darwell and Peter Lorre, and I mean the list goes on and on and on.
What'd you like more, the music thing, or the girls screaming up? You're up on stage.
Well, see, the girls screaming thing was an interesting thing. I'm very grateful, by the way. I mean, thank God. But the reason I got into the business was to help my family out, and I really didn't know what I was doing. And I was told that if you have screaming people out there, you're doing well.
Yeah.
So I didn't take it as an ego thing. I took it as, hey, Mom and Dad, I'm doing this okay. Everything's working out.
I've seen the black and white video. They introduce you, you come out on stage. These girls are going nuts.
God bless them.
Yeah,
and it's happened. Look at the Beatles. Look at Justin Bieber. Is it?
Yeah.
Seems like a nice young man.
15.
And I mean, it happened with Sinatra, it happened with Valentino, it's just tradition.
It happened to you, dude.
That's yeah.
Now, I saw you do a duet with Dean Martin.
Yeah.
And he refers to you as being 17. Were you 17 when you were on that show?
Oh, sure.
I
was 14 and a half when I started.
Holy mackerel.
you know, and
That's my grandson's age, and he's a goofball. And you're an American bandstand already.
yeah, I mean, you know, and then now there was a great man, Dean Martin.
Yeah.
He was very gracious to put me on the show, and you know, Ed Sullivan was a little wacko, but he was good. You know, but he put me on the show.
You went by the Duke real quickly, John Wayne. What was he like to work?
What you saw is what you
Really?
got.
That was him.
I mean, he was, well, I don't know if we have time, but he did, the show I did with, the movie I did with him was called North to Alaska.
Yeah.
And I was under contract, and he was under contract, and he didn't want to do North to Alaska because he had all his money put into the Alamo.
Oh.
So he had to do it. He had to show up and do it. And he'd written pages out, and it was supposed to be a drama, and Henry Hathaway was bright enough to make it into a bit of a comedy thing too at times, adventure comedy. And the ironic thing is that North to Alaska became a monster hit, and poor Alamo didn't do that well.
Isn't that amazing?
I mean, it was a great movie, Alamo, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But ironic, though, isn't it?
So he copped the attitude, maybe? Of
No, not an attitude with me.
Okay.
No, he was very professional.
Yeah.
But
you could just tell.
you could just tell he was on the phone all the time talking to the Alamo people.
We're talking to Fabian. He's in studio here with us now. Why is Fabian in Sacramento? Oh, it's interesting. And we'll be back with that story right after this.